Damn, that's a giant stadium. Where is this? Someone please tell me. What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Shun, and today we're going to be reacting to This is BTS, Introduction to BTS Part 1 by xCeleste. So yeah, guys, as you know, I am new to BTS. I have watched 3 of the MVs now. No More Dream, We Are Bulletproof Part 2, and NO or No. And I thought now is the time to kind of like learn a bit more about these guys, and this was one of the videos that were suggested to me. This along with some others also from xCeleste as well. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this video. Yeah, as you know, I'm only really confident in knowing who Rap Monster is, and someone told me he's not called Rap Monster anymore. It's just RM. So I'm gonna just call him RM from now on. I hope that's correct. But yeah, he's the only one I am confident in knowing who is. So yeah, I hope I can sort of get the rest of the members through this video. But yeah, let's get right into this. Alright, this is BTS, Introduction to BTS Part 1. I think I will watch, I'm pretty sure it's in English, but I will watch it with captions, just it's easier for me to read and listen at the same time. Wow, which stadium is this? Is this like, damn, that's a giant stadium. Where is this? Someone please tell me.
How many of you have...
This is a TEDx talk with James Ford, Emmy Award-winning reporter. Okay, so he's a reporter.
BTS.
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea.
I like her. I like her voice first of all. So I think this is going to be a pretty nice video.
While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy.
True.
But what if I told you
not young
person?
Oh, yeah,
are
okay.
in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s.
Okay.
Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS.
I knew there was a big just in K-pop overall, there was a big demographic in the 20s and maybe the teens, but I didn't know it was like there was such a big demographic all the way to the 40s.
Map of the sold ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company
that's a nice statement. Bang Si-hyuk
wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real.
So I heard that Big Hit and JYPE has some relation. Is like one of like was it the CEO of Big Hit worked in JYPE, and they have worked together on some things. Is that right? Is this him, Bang Si-hyuk, that worked for JYPE?
Which is why BTS stands for Bangtanso년단.
Bangtanso년단. So I didn't know this. This is what Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Okay.
For Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
That makes sense. The song now.
Resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS.
That's nice. I love when group names have like a broader meaning behind them. Like Red Velvet isn't just 2 colors; it's red for the sweet, velvet for the sexy. Twice is because you see them with like they charm you with your eyes and then with your ears, and BTS this like blocking out stereotypes. I love this.
Logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to
What was that?
logo representing
Rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity. Okay, so yeah, this is the logo I've seen before, but I used the other one because that seemed like the one in the MVs.
their growth and maturity,
Okay, so this is the
extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired
Oh,
logo
so-
symbolizes meaning to beyond the scene.
So the army has their own logo as well, like this in reverse. Okay, that's
The new
cool.
door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality
Oh, so it's a
and
door.
instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members. RM,
RM, Jin. Oh, well,
Suga.
okay. So okay, so
Team with
RM,
7
he's the guy I know,
members.
and I'm pretty sure this is J-Hope, right? And this is Jimin. I think I know.
RM, Jin,
I hope I'm right about that.
Suga,
Jin, Suga.
J-Hope, Jimin,
Yeah.
V,
Okay.
and
V,
Jungkook. All
Jungkook.
7 members
Okay.
came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their
Yeah, that's
CEO,
really a small
Bang
apartment.
Shi-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다.
So,
싸움은 둘이 해도
like friendship, it's okay
해결은
to
7명이 같이
have
해라.
conflicts
자기 너무
with your
창피한 걸로
friends.
싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은
That's also a nice
친화력을
relationship to
강하게
have
만들고
with
있지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
like your boss,
Over
right?
the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
Yeah, this is also such a nice thing with a lot of K-pop groups. Obviously not all, but some of these groups, like the way they just come together and like become family, like it's very nice.
옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나?
그죠. 소중하다 못해.
Oh wait, there's I love. Okay, so they put these little names. Okay, so that's Jenny. That's
그죠.
nice analogy.
소중하다 못해. 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
That's
생각을
nice.
해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요. 이제는 예. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 예. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요. 이거는. 예.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to
Damn, I
bankruptcy.
didn't know that.
Since Big Hit wasn't
When
a
was that?
large
When 2016? Or when? Okay, it rose. Okay.
even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted,
Honestly, imagine that. Yeah, your group is created for being a filler for like some random spot, but now you're just like one of the biggest music artists in the world.
performances
Like,
would
isn't that
often get
amazing?
cut.
That climb.
And if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their
YouTube.
journey,
They
allowed
they
us
didn't
to
use
discover their
V-Live or what?
personalities. They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in
Jeez, wow. Okay, so this is, man, what a place to start from, huh?
one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award.
Okay, 2 years.
Yet, as they grew in popularity, finally won their first music show award.
Damn.
Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajagi, which is when a
Sajagi.
company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles.
I feel like people that make up like false allegations don't really know how things work. Because as you just stated, if this is a small company, how would they have the economy to like do that kind of thing?
I
It's
created
kind of
a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box.
maybe I should check
Throughout
that out
the years,
someday.
BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released
Wow.
February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album
Jesus.
of the year, and they sold over 500,000.
Okay, but not to put them down, but let's be honest, the people don't. I feel like the only people that buy physical albums these days are people that listen to K-pop, right? Like if you listen to Western music, surely you buy like old LPs or something. You don't like when Ariana Grande drops an album, you don't buy her physical album. Is there even a physical album? I don't know, but I that's just what my impression of
in
things.
just the United States alone. The biggest
But that's
kicker?
pretty amazing.
Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean?
Yeah, what does
Artists
bundle
would
mean?
bundle merchandise or concert
Oh, okay,
tickets
yeah.
with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album,
Wait,
digital
does
or physical.
DJ Khaled sell physical albums? Or was
What
this like?
bundle mean?
I'm sorry, I'm
With- Artists would
jumping
bundle
in this.
merchandise or concert tickets with the album.
So Jonas Brothers was digital. Okay, so this is digital as well. Okay.
Sales. For
Okay, so
example, a
digital
copy of an
albums,
artist's
I get
album,
that.
digital or physical, would be included in
But it's just
every
that
t-shirt.
people don't really have CD players anymore, do they? I mean, I don't have one. Oh, I guess I have one in my basement, but that's
sale
it.
or
Right?
tickets sold for their concert. These sales would
Like an
count
old one.
towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts.
It's kind of smart.
In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles.
But I feel like this makes more sense with digital singles, digital albums, surely, right? Selling them as like part of merchandise, because if it was like with every physical, I feel like that wouldn't make sense like economically.
Without the help
'Cause
of
that actually
bundles and driven by the
requires
power of
money
monies
to make, right?
alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record.
As first foreigner artist to top 10th. No, it's number one Oricon. Sorry. So what does that mean that they beat this record? How does as so like they're the new. I don't get it. I'm sorry.
While these musical acts are famous around the world, Sugar has said
Because surely
it's
they
a
haven't been around for 36 years.
great
I
honor
don't.
to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st
I
century.
get that. I get
The
that.
members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their
okay.
most recent Map of the Soul 7. All
I love
7
when
members
when artists or like K-pop the K-pop, the members and groups like are involved with the making of the song.
have
I think that's
contributed
so
as
cool.
either writers and or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association.
Also, I think that's something every artist should like strive to like be a part of, right? Being
And as of
more of a
August
part of
2020,
as an
J-Hope,
album.
Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association.
Okay.
They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans. Much
Does
of
this
their
also
work
mean they
touches
make
on
music for other
subjects like
people?
mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socioeconomic injustices. Much of their work is
Important
also
topics.
inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable
I feel like that's
as
always
they
what
are.
happens to people that try to speak out, right? That they get punished by like some higher power or
Talented.
something.
Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their
That's also how you
11th
know someone is really a good person, right? When they donate but don't tell anyone, right? Isn't that
campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign
unless of course you're trying to spread awareness? It's not like it's a bad thing to tell people, but like, you know, they're not doing this for the clout, right? They're doing this because they want to help people.
protecting children and teenagers from around the world,
That's
with
nice.
the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3%
Jesus.
of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause.
What?
The Love Yourself series,
That
which
must
contained
be a
3
lot
albums
of
total,
money.
sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
7 million copies. And how much does like an album cost? Like $15 times 7 million. That's crazy.
On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15,
That's
2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change.
Formula E, right?
On
Sure.
June 3rd, 2020,
That's
BTS
that's like Formula One, but with electrical cars. I'm pretty sure.
tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day.
Oh, okay, like power to the fandom,
Now,
man.
these are just a couple
That's
of
amazing.
their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual army volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers.
Oh,
We may-
shout out to those people that really just take the time out of their day to do this, like translate these things, like especially for the people that don't know Korean like me, like translating all this stuff to English, and most of them are doing this like of their own free will, and I think that's
They
really
all
nice. Must be
speak
very
different
stressing
languages,
sometimes as
but
well.
Their music and their
But
message
shout out to those
connected
guys.
people from around the world with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY
Wow.
countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to
That's a
fans on
mama,
their
right?
social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for army projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia.
Please stop the riot rehearsal out of respect for Adan.
The youngest
Okay,
member,
okay.
Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together
Okay,
with
but let's just talk about that
Jungkook
tattoo.
even
That's
got the fandom name
a nice looking tattoo. Very
tattooed on his hand.
artistical.
Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것을 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로
팬이란 게
That's
진짜
nice.
뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
Wow. Listen, honestly, I don't really care. I'm sorry, but I don't really care which concert I go to. But I really want to just go to a K-pop concert, like any. Like, look at this concert in BTS's concert. These like color waves with the light sticks. That must be so amazing. I've only gone to like a Day 6 concert. But because it was in Europe, there not many people had their light stick. Although it's not a stick, it's like a watch band, because it's got an internal battery and then it can't be shipped to EU countries. So no one really had this, so we couldn't do this. So I'm hoping and I something can go to like a concert and be part of
참
this
다행이고
whole
내가 원래 하고
like
싶었던
arena thing.
메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히
It's a good
사랑하기
thing.
때문에
It's a good thing
내가
loving
무대
what you do,
위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
no matter how much
와서 응원해주는
money it earns you and everything. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not gonna. Listen, you're going to be using like a third of your life on working, and a third of your life on sleeping, right? So if you don't like enjoy that first third of your life, like why what's the point, right?
진심으로 좋아해주는
Some
그런
people
표정들,
use even more than that on
힘들 때
working.
그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
Ah, that's
Their
nice.
love for
Very
ARMY
cute.
has also helped them decide on re-signing another
Oh,
7-year
okay.
contract with Big Hit Entertainment.
So they broke the 7-year curse.
They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while
Let's be honest, they probably don't need the money anymore.
people often
Just
discredit
such big
BTS's
artists, they must be
talent,
making
likening their popularity to
the
superficial
monies.
aspects that come with the image of a boy band. It is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites,
Yeah, okay,
apps, and ARMY
okay, so they
accounts
do
to stay updated.
real life.
We're also working on
And
more
Weverse, is
hidden
that what they? Is that like a fan website?
projects and a website, so stay tuned.
Oh, video editor, xCeleste, content creation team of Purple Hub projects, Korean translations. This Pora Pitmuchike, script editor Michelle and Alba. So thank you to these guys for making this video. What an amazing video. That was amazing. So yeah, guys, what an amazing video. I feel like this video just really puts everything into perspective. This group that rose from basically being nothing, being a filler group from a very small company, to being the group with the best-selling album in 2020. That's absolutely mind-boggling, right? I mean, that is just amazing, and that's in the US, right? I mean, also the fact that they had such a successful transition from the Korean market to like the worldwide market, because there's such a big stigma around like K-pop, like anything Asian, basically, that is something some people don't like, right? K-pop, if it could be like K-pop from South Korea, anime from Japan, it's like there's such a big stigma on like just hating those things just because you don't like them, just like it yourself. The same thing was with gaming, just like a couple years back. It still is, especially from like people that just don't like gaming, and suddenly they just have to hate on it. And I think it's amazing the fact that BTS just persevered through this hate and this stigma, and got to the top. I mean, that is hardships, and they are tough people. They know, they really know how to be good people. They are good people, and strong people, right? I'm just amazed by these guys. I'm so happy I'm getting into these guys. What an amazing video. Thank you so much, xCeleste, for this video. It was great. It was honestly amazing, and yeah, hopefully sadly this video was more about the BTS as a band. I was kind of also looking for something about the members specifically, but it seems maybe there's a part 2, because this one is called part 1. So if there's a part 2, I will probably be reacting to that one as well, because man, also xCeleste's voice is like, sometimes you can't really listen to these videos because the voice isn't soothing for like this kind of video, right? But her voice is very nice. So yeah, but yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments, and let me know if you know a good member guide, or if there isn't one, and they're like xCeleste uploads a part 2, I will be reacting to that one. Make sure to check out xCeleste's channel, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.